Hey everyone, you might be thinking, wow, it's been like 6 weeks and since we've had some insane, exciting thrill ride of Bitcoin epic price proportions. Is this getting boring? I thought it was supposed to be exciting all the time. The answer is no. Investing is not exciting all the time. There are always weeks, months, or sometimes years at a time when everything just seems to be grinding sideways or slowly grinding down or even slowly grinding up, but it's grinding up from a price that was lower than the previous all-time high, which makes it feel down, even if technically it's moving upward. So that is normal with all investing. If you look at any asset that is, pick your favorite highest value asset. Maybe it's Amazon or Apple or Tesla or Google or Microsoft or Facebook, or I forget which one I'm missing I guess Nvidia. I think that's the Magnificent Seven, as they're called, which is the highest performing, seven highest performing largest company stocks of the last year or two, is I believe those seven. And if you zoom in to at various points in the first decade or two of those companies' lives, you can find very long stretches of months or sometimes even years at a time where it feels like almost nothing's happening. It just feels like they're grinding sideways. They're up as much as they're down as much as they're up, and an entire year goes by, and after grinding and grinding and grinding up and down and a little bit all over the place, but with no clear direction, they end the year up 6%. For a whole 12 months, it's up 6%. Now, Bitcoin's usually a lot more than that, so maybe it's 60%, or something even higher than that. But that's how investing works. There's long periods of time where you just wait. You wait and be patient as the world is slowly catching on to how big a deal Facebook is, or Google is, or Amazon is, or Netflix, or anything else. And while that grinding is happening, it doesn't mean the world is not adopting the asset. It just means they're doing it normally, and they're doing it slowly, and they're doing it like every other asset that has become amazing, multi-trillion-dollar asset. They all work this way. So what does that mean you should do? One, the best time to buy incredible assets is when it's boring, because it means they're on sale. When it's exciting, it means that everybody else is also buying the same asset, which means it's not on sale, typically. Although I would argue, Bitcoin's on sale anytime it's below $100,000, probably anytime it's below $250,000, something like that. So I would argue it's always on sale. But it's certainly on sale when everyone else is either scared or bored. The best time, of course, to buy anything is when everyone's scared. The second best time is when everybody's bored, because it means they've moved on and nobody's thinking about it and all of that sort of stuff. And the tourists who are not really sure why they bought it in the first place, some of those are selling, and that creates some selling pressure, which suppresses the price. So anyway, that's normal with investing. And again, if you're wondering if this is normal or if this is expected behavior, zoom in on any high growth, high octane company that became a multi-trillion-dollar company, and you will see very long stretches of months or even years where the price is just sort of grinding within a 10% range for months or even years at a time. So Bitcoin tends to not grind that grinding-ish. It tends to be more of operate on a shorter time frame, but it's still investing. And investing means that there will be periods of time, whether it's 6 weeks or hopefully not 6 months. But so one of these days it will suddenly take off. And when it suddenly takes off again, everybody will be texting me all excited about their Bitcoin and wishing they had bought a lot more at 62,500. That's what always happens. As soon as the price starts to rise, everybody starts getting excited again, and everybody wants to buy more. And the smart people are glad they did back before the price rose. And everybody else, again, there's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. I myself have bought a lot more when the price was going up than the price was going down, because that is natural, normal human behavior. It's just a lot more fun to buy stuff when it's exciting and it's going up than when it's sort of stagnant and boring, or when it's going down. Because even when it's boring, people feel like, well, why would you buy something that's not exciting? And the answer is you buy something that's not exciting because it's going to be exciting again. And the best companies and the best assets always do that. So anyway, one of these days it'll take off again. All that matters is worldwide adoption going up? Yes. Is Bitcoin the same incredible technology it's always been? Yes. Is it getting better every day as the protocol gets better, as the Bitcoin Lightning Network gets more mature for payments, as adoption spreads? Is it getting better every day? Yes. Which means inevitably, and the Bitcoin halving that happened, I guess a month, maybe 3 weeks ago. is there 450 fewer Bitcoin every single day that goes by? And the answer is yes. As a result of the halving on April 19th, there are 450 fewer Bitcoin issued every day than there were in the days prior to April 19th. And as a result of that, again, that supply and demand balance has to, as the market builds up ahead of steam, it's got to readjust at some point. So at some point it will, and price will go up. It could go down first, but who knows? But at some point it will be all exciting again, and everybody will think, wow, I wish I had bought more when it was less exciting. So I think at times like this, anytime the price of Bitcoin is down, it's worth trying to remember how you feel in that moment. And anytime the price is up, or, let's say boring, it feels boring for the last 6 weeks. Anytime the price is boring, it's important to feel, how does this feel? And that way, when the price is exciting, you remember what it was like to be scared or bored, and you think, next time I feel scared or I feel bored, I should buy more. Because otherwise what always happens is everybody just buys when it's going up, which is fine. As long as you're accumulating, you're in a better spot. But anyway, so everything's great with Bitcoin as always. I read all the news feeds every single day to see if anything has materially changed. It's the same amazing asset that's doing the same amazing stuff. The ETFs are live in Hong Kong, so the next time there's a price upswing, there's a lot more demand built in Hong Kong. I believe it's, I think on May 28th, the ETFs start trading, which are exchange traded funds. I think they start trading in the UK on May 28th. So anyway, worldwide, more and more demand wound up. And as soon as there's a catalyst to spring it into action, there's more demand than ever before that will follow that catalyst. So anyway, stack as much Bitcoin as you can. Also, I continue to hear stories of not people I know, but just people in general on the internet that get scammed. So just remember, if anybody calls you claiming to be from your bank or Coinbase or a cryptocurrency exchange, if anybody calls you, assume it's a scam. If you get an email, assume it's a scam. If you get a text message, assume it's a scam. They're always going to be telling you that there's some suspected fraudulent activity on your account, that they need help logging into your account to check for the fraudulent activity. They'll usually read off some transactions and say, I just wanted to make sure you did book a flight to California. And of course you're like, no, I didn't book a flight to California. They're like, I was afraid of that. Your account's been hacked. I'm going to need your help to secure your account. I'm going to need you to read me the PIN code on your cell phone. Anyway, just be super suspicious and super cautious, because the number of scams and the level of sophistication of scams is getting a lot more sophisticated every day. So if anybody proactively reaches out to you, assume it's a scam. I mean, it probably is a scam. If they reach out to you and they need to verify your identity, or they want to check if there's been fraudulent activity on your account, the phone number could even say Coinbase or Wells Fargo or something like that. The email address could even say that. If they reach out to you, be very suspicious. So stay safe out there. If you're ever not sure, call me, text me, forward the email to me and ask me to check it out. Whatever, I'll help you stay safe out there. And in the meantime, when it's boring, number one, accumulate as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. Number two, watch out for scams so you don't lose your Bitcoin. And as long as you can do that and keep earning as much fiat currency like the US dollar as possible and converting it into Bitcoin, then when any day now, when Bitcoin is super exciting again, you'll have more of it and you'll be glad you did. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to try to do another video maybe later on, but I don't know if that'll be today or tomorrow or when. But always here to help if I can help you in your journey. Thanks, everyone.